Greetings, beautiful beings. Welcome to Pilates for Periods, where today we will be focusing on a yoga routine for constipation relief. So, anytime while you are on your cycle, if you're having discomfort due to the period poop, you're not being able to push undigestible food, or anything that could be hindering you in regards to your bowel movements leading up to your period, while you're on your period, or even after your period ends. So, this quick yet effective routine is going to be extremely helpful for having some movement going on and relieving any constipation that you may be feeling in this moment. So, go ahead and get your mat. Now, if you would like, you can get a block. If you don't have any blocks, feel free to grab a towel, or you can even grab a pillow. But go ahead and meet us on our mat and we'll get started for this routine. So we're going to go ahead and come into a tabletop position onto our mats, so we can prepare for our cat and cows. So we're going to come into a strong tabletop with your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. And we're going to go ahead and take an inhale and look up towards the sky as you arch your back. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to round our back, and we're going to look towards our navel. Be sure that you're sucking your navel in as we go ahead and take an inhale and arch your back again and look up towards the sky. And then exhale and round your back and look towards your navel as we continue to activate our core. 3 more times. Inhale and look up and arch your back. Then exhale and round your spine. Do this in slow movement so we can get movement within our bowels and to feel relief and remove any discomfort that you're experiencing at this time. Last time as we inhale and arch our backs. Then exhale and look towards your navel. Now we're going to come to a neutral spine. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, and we're going to sit back into our first child's pose position. Go ahead and bring your forehead down to the mat. Stretch out your arms, straight and strong. We're going to take an inhale through our nostrils here, and exhale and release it out of your mouth with a deep sigh. Now we're going to flow into our cat, cow, child pose combination. So we're going to take an inhale and we're going to arch our back up into our cow position. And then exhale back into your child's pose. We're going to do this 4 more times. We're going to inhale and arch our backs up. Then exhale, round your spine and sit back into your child's pose. Move in slowly with each breath and movement. We're going to do this 2 more times. You're doing such a great job. Keep it up, beautiful being. Ensure that you're still activating that core, sucking your navel into your ribs. And this is our last time. We're going to inhale and arch up. Then exhale and round back into your child's pose position. Go ahead and bring your forehead back down to the mat. And we're going to go ahead and stretch in our child's pose. So go ahead and start moving your hands to the left. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare. Then on our exhale, we're going to slide our hands over to the left as far as we can bring them, so we can feel a deep stretch in our obliques and our abdomen. Just breathe here naturally in this position. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the right as far as we can to go ahead and stretch over to the right. Come as far as you can come that feels comfortable for you, and just breathe in this position. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, we're going to come back to the center of our mat. One deep inhale in through your nostrils, and exhale out of your mouth with a deep sigh. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, we're going to come up to a tabletop position as we prepare for our Malasana squat. So take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to step your feet on the outside of your hands to the edge of your mat, and then you're going to squat down into your Malasana squat. Go ahead and bring your hands into prayer hands. You're going to go ahead and ensure that your elbows are on the inside of your knees. Keep a straight back, and we're just going to sit and breathe in this position naturally. If you're starting to feel a sense of relief, that is a great sign. All right, guys, and now if it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and rock side to side. If this is too much for you, you could stay in the position, or feel free to sit back on your bottom if you need to release any tension in your legs that you may be feeling. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and come back to center, and we're just going to go ahead and stretch it out in this position. So go ahead and take an inhale and place your left hand on the mat, or off to the side, rather, my apologies, on the outside of your left foot. And then exhale, you're going to open up to the right, lifting your right arm to the sky, and do one deep stretch. You're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to release your right arm down to the ground on the outside of your right foot. And then you're going to exhale and lift up your left arm and open up to the left. Take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to bring your left hand on the outside of your left foot, and then you're just going to exhale and sit back onto your bottom. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and come into our seated forward pose. So you're going to take an inhale to prepare and place your hands on the mat behind you, and then exhale, you're just going to scoot back to the middle of your mat and stretch out your legs. Go ahead and flex your feet. We're going to have a straight, elongated back. We're going to take an inhale, and we're going to lift our arms up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale, and we're going to fold over our legs. Now the goal is to not so much bring your nose to your knee, but more so to keep a straight back. So just ensure that your back is straight. So come far down as possible while keeping your back straight. Now, if you can come down a little further, go ahead and put your forearms onto the mat on each side of your leg if that feels more comfortable, and then fold over. Now, if you can wrap your hands around your feet, keeping them flexed, and go ahead and fold over if that feels more comfortable for you. But wherever you are in this practice, do what's comfortable as we continue to focus on constipation relief. Just breathe naturally in this position. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. We're going to roll back up to seating with a strong, elongated back. You're doing such an amazing job, beautiful beings. Now let's go ahead and prepare for our half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. We're going to bend our right knee and place our right foot on the outside of our left knee. We're then going to take our left hand on our next inhale, and then we're going to exhale and twist over to the right, bringing your left elbow to your right knee, your right hand behind you, and twisting over to your right. Now, if you would like, you can keep your left foot flexed, or you can point it if that feels more comfortable for you. You might feel a deeper stretch with a flex. Ensure that you're still engaging your core by sucking in your navel to your ribs. And with each inhale, you're going to straighten your back, keeping it elongated. And on every exhale, you can twist a little bit more to the back if that feels comfortable. Just continue to breathe naturally in this position. Now we're going to prepare to do this on the other side. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. You're going to twist back to the front and unfold your right leg, shooting it straight back out, flexing your right foot. We're going to take an inhale and bend our left leg, and exhale and set it on the outside of our right knee. We're then going to take an inhale, taking our right arm, bringing our right elbow to our left knee, and then exhale. We're going to take our left hand, placing it behind our backs and twisting over to the left. Now again, you can have that right foot flex, or you can point it if that feels more comfortable for you. I prefer it flex for a deeper stretch, and ensure that you're engaging your core still, sucking your navel into your ribs. Now with every inhale, ensure that you're straightening your back, keeping it elongated. And on every exhale, you can twist a little bit more if that feels comfortable for you. Just breathe here naturally in this position. All right, guys, we're going to take an inhale to prepare. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to come out of our twist, coming back to center. We're going to cross back over our left leg and straighten it out in front of us. Now we're going to prepare for our wind relieving pose. So we're going to go ahead and bend our legs and scoot to the front of our mats. We're going to go ahead and stick our hands out in front of us. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale, and we're going to roll down on our mats, vertebra by vertebra, onto our backs. All right, guys, we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. You're just going to bring your knees into your chest. Now this is your wind relieving pose. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can wrap your hands around your legs and bring your knees in closer to you. So we can go ahead, and if you're feeling any discomfort still, to help relieve and move those bowels for you. We know how uncomfortable period poops can be, or even constipation, so let's do what's necessary to bring ease to our bodies at this moment. Now we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. We're going to lift our heads up, bringing our chin to our chest, And then bringing our nose to our knees. You can fold your knees in deeper if that feels more comfortable for you. You can even fully wrap your arms around your knees. And just breathe in this moment. To protect your neck, ensure that you're bringing your chin to your chest and ensuring that your shoulders are also off of the mat for the full position. If this is too much discomfort for you, feel free to just go ahead and release your neck and head back down to the mat, back into your wind relieving pose. However, if you're still having your chin tucked to your chest, you can rock side to side if this feels comfortable for you to even get more relief. All right, guys, this is going to be our last rock. And then we're going to come back to center. All right, we're going to take an inhale and release your head back to the mat if you were still holding your chin to chest. And then exhale, release your legs and your feet to the mat. Now we're going to prepare for our reclined pigeon pose. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to cross your right leg over your left thigh. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to lift your left leg up, bringing your leg as close to your chest as you can. That feels comfortable. You're going to take your hands and you're going to clasp them behind your left thigh to help guide your leg in. Feel free, you could keep your toes pointed, or you could flex your feet if that feels more comfortable for you. Ensure that you're sucking your navel into your ribs and just breathe naturally in this position. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, we're going to release our legs back to the mat, placing both of our feet on the mat, and do it on the other side. So take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to cross your left leg over your right thigh. Take another inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to lift your right leg up and move it towards your chest, using your hands and clasping them behind your thigh. You could point your feet, keep them flexed, and pull your thigh in as close as you can that feels comfortable for you. You should feel a stretch within your glute, but also keeping your navel tucked into your ribs to activate your core. Just breathe naturally in this position as we continue to provide constipation relief for you. Now, on our next move, we're going to go ahead and transition into happy baby so we can start moving into our cool down. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to uncross your legs, unclasp your hands, and bring your knees to your armpits. We're going to take an inhale and clasp our feet with our hands, putting your left hand in the middle of your left foot and your right hand in the middle of your right foot. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to bring our knees to our armpits. Now, to successfully do happy baby, we want to ensure that our tailbone is staying on the ground. You don't want to lift your tailbone up. So come down and bring your knees down to your armpits as far as is comfortable with keeping your tailbone on the ground. And just breathe naturally in this position as you continue to activate your core by sucking your navel into your ribs. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, you could begin to rock side to side to even feel more relief in this position. You're doing such a great job, guys. We are almost at the end of this practice. I hope that you're feeling a sense of relief, because we know that we are. All right, guys, this is going to be our last rock. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to take an inhale to prepare. And then we're going to exhale and bring our feet together. Bring our knees together. And you're going to go ahead and place your hands behind your thighs, because we're going to go ahead and rock up to sitting. So take an inhale to prepare. And then exhale, we're going to rock up to sitting. All right, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and move into our reclined hero pose. So we're going to go ahead and fold your left knees to the side. And then we're going to swing our right legs around and come up on to kneeling. All right, guys. If you need to, we're going to go ahead and move towards the center of our mat. Now, this is where you can use your block, your towel, or your pillow. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to sit in between your feet. All right, guys, if you need to, you can go ahead and scoot your feet out if that feels more comfortable, but the goal is to sit in between your feet. Now, if this is too uncomfortable for you, we're going to give the modified version of a reclined bound angle pose. However, we're going to go ahead and move forward into our hero. So if you have a block, you're going to go ahead and place your block down. And I'm going to actually scoot up on my mat some because I am a little taller. You're going to place your block down. You're going to take an inhale to prepare by go ahead and leaning back onto your forearms and your elbow. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to just come down onto your block, keeping your block at the lower part of your back. You're going to bring your head all the way down to your mat, and this is your full hero pose position. Now, if you don't have a block and you have your towel, you can use your towel instead. And keep your towel at your lower back. Now, if you happen to not have a towel and you're going to use your pillow instead, now based off of the size of your pillow, you can have it vertical long ways where you're actually laying on your pillow from your shoulders down to your hips long ways. Or if you have it a smaller pillow or you want to put it horizontal, you would do it in the same way that we've been doing the blocks. So directly under your lower back. And then you'll be in your hero pose in this position, whatever is most comfortable for you. Now, if you don't want to use a block, you don't have to. You could just come into this position, but we're just going to breathe naturally into this hero position as we continue to cool down from our practice. So you can go ahead and place your hands on your thighs to ground yourself in this moment as we continue to stretch out the abdomen and help to loosen the bowels to provide relief into our bodies and remove any discomfort that you could be feeling, whether it's your period poop, whether you're constipated, whether you're moving towards your cycle, or you might not even be on your cycle at this time and just enjoying these effective mindfulness moves that helps relieve constipation. Now, if you would like, you can close your eyes or keep a slight gaze. Just breathe naturally in this moment. Now, if this is becoming too much on your back, our next move is going to be a corpse position when we transition into Savasana. So if you would like, you can go ahead and come into that corpse position. And that's only if you're feeling discomfort in your knees, in your back, or anywhere within the body at this moment. All right, beautiful beings. For those of us who are still in our reclined hero pose, we are going to go ahead and move forward into our Savasana by transitioning into a corpse position. Now, if you would like, you could keep the block or remove the block at this time. But if you're ready to move forward, we're going to take an inhale to prepare. And then exhale, we're going to come on to our forearms and to our elbows. We're going to take another inhale to prepare. And then exhale, you're going to go ahead and unfold your right leg. You're then going to unfold your left leg. Now, if you want to keep the block there, you can go ahead and lean back on your block and come into your corpse position. Just make sure you go ahead and bring your feet to the edge of your mat and open your feet out. And then go ahead and turn your hands and palms up to receive all the remaining tantalizing energy from this practice. If you don't want to use a block or your towel or your pillow, feel free to remove it at this time, and you could just bring your full body all the way down to the mat. At this time in Savasana, we're going to go ahead and close our eyes or keep a slight gaze if that feels comfortable for you. You're going to go ahead and open your mouth and remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth and just breathe naturally here in this position. I am so proud of you for participating in this practice today. As you took time to cater to the constipation or the period poop discomfort that you were feeling in this moment. You also should be proud of yourself for catering to your wellness at this time and just taking a few moments out your day to embrace this mindfulness practice. Now, I would like you to think about 3 things that you are grateful for in this moment. Now, with those 3 things that you thought about, try to set an intention for each one so that you can move forward with your day with positivity. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and transition into some quick breath work here. We're going to take a deep inhale in through our nostrils. Hold at the top for 3 seconds. And then exhale it all out of your mouth with a deep sigh. 2 more times. 1 deep inhalation in through your nostrils. Hold at the top for 3 seconds. And then exhale it out of your mouth with a deep sigh. Last time. One deep inhalation in through your nostrils. Hold at the top for 3 seconds. Then exhale out of your mouth with one final deep sigh. Allow your body to find its natural rhythm of breathing. Now, as you continue to embrace the tantalizing energy of this constipation relief practice today, we hope that you have found peace, and we hope that you can move forward with your day, and that you experience the movement that you need for your body to have total relief. Now, if you are ready to move forward with your practice, go ahead and start bringing life back into the body by wiggling your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. For one final reset, we're going to go ahead and turn onto our side into a fetal position. Go ahead and place your hands on the mat and ground and lift yourself back up and come into a comfortable seated position onto your mat. All right, guys, we're going to take one inhale. We're going to lift our left arms up and over to the right. We're going to take an inhale and look down towards your mat. And then exhale, we're going to swing our arms around over to the left. Bringing our right arm over to the left. And then we're going to exhale and come back up to sitting. We're going to inhale and lift our right arm up and over to the left. We're going to take an inhale and look down towards our mat. We're going to exhale. We're going to swing our right arm over to our left. Taking an inhale. And then exhale. We're going to come back up to seating. Now we're going to finish class like we always do. We're going to take one final inhale. Lifting your arms up to upward salute. Bringing your palms together. And then we're going to exhale and bring your palms to your forehead as we manifest intentional thoughts, genuine thoughts, and peaceful thoughts. Bring your palms down to your lips as we manifest intentional words, genuine words, and peaceful words. And then you're going to bring your palms down to your heart as we manifest intentional love, genuine love, and peaceful love. Thank you so much for attending our constipation relief class today. We hope that you found all that you needed to have the bowel movements that you need. Whether it was the period poop that was bothering you, constipation leading up to your cycle, or even not being on your cycle. But we hope that any discomfort that you were feeling walking into this class has dissipated. All right, guys, we want to send gratitude for all of you tuning in and catering to your bodies today. And anytime that you have constipation or having issues with your period poops, go ahead and come back to this video for future reference. All right, guys. But if there's not anything else, we want to manifest a positive, productive, and peaceful remainder of your day and menstrual cycle journey ahead and wellness journey ahead. And we will be speaking to you during our next class. Peace.